to this week's episode of the Fendick Theater Experience. I'm so happy you're here.
And I'm happy you guys are here too. Today, Blake and Sydney are gonna talk to us about virtual learning spaces.
Really? I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Take it away, Sydney.
Thanks, guys. So, one of the best things about theater, especially when you're younger, is that you learn so many skills you may not even realize you're learning. So today, we're going to be learning a new skill to not only help you with your on-stage performance, but we're also going to help you make your virtual learning space or Zoom background the best it can be. Okay, so today we're going to be focusing on your background, your lights, and your presence, which means your appearance or costume, your acting presence, and etc. So, though you may not be always acting on like a FaceTime call with your grandma, a Zoom call for a class, we want to help you set up the most awesome virtual learning space that you can possibly have.
First things first, we have to choose our background. Now, your background can be anywhere you want for your virtual space. It can be in your living room, it can be in your kitchen, it could be in your room, it could be in your brother's room, it could be in your sister's room, it could be in your parents' room. I don't think they'd like that very much. It could be in your basement, and it could be on, well, anywhere. Your virtual space can really be anywhere that works best for you. Now, once you find the location, you have to decide where you are in that location. So, let's say I'm in my pretend virtual space. Am I riding on a cloud? Am I riding a go-kart? Am I the captain of a pirate ship? Or swimming under the sea with all the other fishes and the occasional shark? It's all up to you once you find your virtual space. Now, I know you think that I've been filming a lot of videos here in the Fendick Theater Experience studio. I think we should change that because it shouldn't be fair that I can't find my own virtual space where I'm staying too. So let's see. Ah, here we are. Okay, awesome. So this is what I would consider my virtual learning space for while I'm visiting here in Rensselaer. So as you can see, I have all of the work stuff that I need. If I'm on a Zoom call, I have my computer right here, and if I have to take notes while on said Zoom call, I have my iPad so that I can take notes over here. So I am pretty set up for success, but just because I have what I need for my virtual learning space doesn't necessarily mean that you have what you need for your virtual learning space. So here's some tips to get you good to go with your virtual learning space. So, some of you may be going to school in person, but also some of you might be doing school virtually online. So you are actually communicating your classes, whether it be in school or in outside activities, through a computer camera. So when you are actually active in those classes, it's important to be aware of a few things. One of them is be aware of your surroundings, okay? What I mean by surroundings is, like, let's say you're looking at me on your phone or your computer screen right now, and what do you see? You see some computers, you see this blue thing, you don't know what that is, there are headphones, and then you see some pumpkins, but you also see this behind me. Now, this is a puzzle that has been made, and the puzzle makes kind of an art piece that is inspired by the art of making Pixar animated movies. And so I like this being in my background because I'm also always in a state of creating something, learning something new, trying new things. And that's something in terms of surroundings that I want you guys to consider. Now, some last minute things to remember to get you set up for success in your virtual learning space. Be aware of your surroundings. Is there anything that's messy around? Is there any dirty clothes on the floor that might be able to be seen through the video cam screen? Do you have your pajama pants still on? All of those are things that you should be aware of, because the more you set yourself up for success, the better your virtual learning space will be. So this is my virtual learning space. I would love to see your guys' virtual learning spaces too. And you get bonus points with the Fendick Theater Experience if you have a fall theme or if it's the set of one of your favorite movies or musicals. So I technically get the bonus points because I have 2 pumpkins with me. I got 2 pumpkins, so I got my fall theme. It just makes this time of year just a little bit better. All right, now let's learn a little bit about lights. Okay, now that you've seen my virtual learning space, I thought I would teach you a few things about your virtual learning space's lighting. Now, since my virtual learning space is in the basement and already has some light in there, we're gonna look at how natural light can help or not help your virtual learning space when you are on camera. Let's go. One thing to be aware of when you're making your virtual learning space is that the light is key because the light is how people see you. So you guys can see me right now. That's because I'm using natural light. So I'm standing in front of a window so you can see me. But be careful because we do not want to stand directly in front of the window like this, because now you can't see me as well. Makes sense? You see the light shining through the window and my face looks a little darker, which is why we either want to be next to the natural light, around the natural light, and that's kind of how it works. You can sometimes have your virtual learning space outside, but it's also pretty difficult because, you know, the sun rises and it falls, and that means light shines on you at different times. So right now, the sun is like shining in my face, and it's very hard for me to see you guys. But if you have a shade overhead that can cover up and make it so that you can have natural light that's not directly on you, that's another option too. Another thing to remember is, if you're in a dark room, no one can see you. I'm now gonna pass the torch to Sydney so that she can tell you about how you can make yourself awesome for your virtual learning space. Bailey, is that good lighting for your virtual learning space? Or should I say chewing space? I think she says yes.
On camera, you want to be presentable. Now that doesn't mean you need to go out and watch a makeup tutorial to be camera ready, but it does mean you should be aware of your performance and how you look on camera. So, is your hair messy like mine? We should fix it and make sure we look a little bit more presentable. And did you remember to check your background and lights so we can see you? You are the star, so be confident, be bubbly, and be ready to be on camera. Okay, so now I have a challenge for all of you. If you decorated your background as your favorite season, favorite musical, favorite play, anything, I challenge you to see how you can change your appearance, even if it is just so slightly, to match your background. So go ahead and send us a little snippet of your background, yourself, maybe even your lighting. We want to see the whole shebang, and make sure to submit it. The link for a submission is in the description below.
We learned about how we can have our backgrounds the best they could possibly be, our lights the best they could possibly be, and our presence the best that it could possibly be in terms of making our virtual learning space our own. Now remember, everyone's virtual learning space is going to be different because different kids have different interests, different needs, different requirements. Some are online for school, some aren't. Some just want to do some fun videos on their own. Your virtual learning space can be whatever you want it to be. And because it's the new norm, it can really just be, even if you're just having a quick FaceTime call with your grandma or your aunt or uncle. So a virtual learning space is what you make of it. And we really hope that you take what you learned today and you apply them to your very own virtual learning spaces. The more comfortable we are to learn, the more we'll learn in the long run.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for learning about how to make your own virtual learning space with us today.
Yeah, it's been a really fun time, but we here at the Fendick Theater Experience want to see submissions of your virtual learning spaces.
Yeah, so if you make your own virtual learning space, take a picture and upload it as a creation for the Fendick Theater Experience.
Instructions on how to submit a creation are in the description below.
Make sure to like and follow our Facebook and Instagram.
And subscribe to our channel.
Goodbye, guys. See you next time.
Bye.